Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 211. Yes, sir. And it's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router, Ed Placencia, and Chris McCracken, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for inviting us into your homes, into your cars, into your workplaces. We do not take it for granted. Thank you guys so much for listening. Oh, man.
And that's it. You're done.
How you doing?
Well done.
I'm going to go to sleep for the rest of the show.
All right. Enjoy.
You guys got this thing?
Yeah, we got it. We'll go.
Sure.
It'll be good rehearsal for Canada.
Oh.
I mean, I think I'm be able to be a part of all the shows, but you just never know.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Be on the road for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been in a way worse situation.
On the road again. You've been across the world.
You've been in a way worse situation
almost
than
kidnapped
Canada.
by a video game store owner that invited you in.
Right.
And you were still made the show, so we're good.
And Ed, he
gosh.
almost died in West Virginia. So we're doing great. We can withstand anything.
You can take Canada.
Yeah, Canada, we got this.
Yeah, we got that crap. Easy. Oh, my gosh.
A little bit of snow, I got wireless.
I know. Oh, man. Let's see. Chris Redder, Tim.
Sir.
What's going down, brother?
Well, let's start with Piper's topic of the week, shall we?
Oh,
carrots.
Oh, yikes.
Carrots.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah.
That was one of those things I found out about carrots. I was so disappointed. I was so proud of myself talking to somebody, talking about how I like carrots and because I do not like vegetables. And I was like, well, I will get down on some carrots. And they let me know that out of any vegetable, that'd be the worst one to like.
Is it really?
Yes, it's the worst for you out of all the vegetables.
Figures.
I was like, great.
Is it really? I've never heard that. I mean, I've not heard a ranking of vegetables, but...
Well, you're supposed to stick with green anyway. Like the green ones are the best.
You're right.
Okay.
And then, once you leave that family, you start going downhill from there.
Then it's just a rabbit hole. And you just...
And if you eat a green carrot, then, you're in trouble.
So the moral of the story
They're going to start selling that. It's going to be a hybrid carrot.
The moral of the story is just don't eat your vegetables. I guess that's
there you go.
No,
exactly.
So the reason why carrots is coming up is because we have been having a conversation with Piper about what's healthy food and what's junk food. And
not carrots.
So
now you have to let her know that carrots are the junk food of vegetables.
And clearly, carrots are the junk
Honey,
food
we
of
got that
vegetables.
wrong yesterday.
Yeah. So
hey, listen.
So this girl does not eat a whole lot of fruits and vegetables, and we are desperately trying to get some more in her. So we've told her that that her doctor called us and said that she needs to eat more fruits and vegetables, otherwise she's going to have to come in and she might get sick. So that's what we're going with, and so far it seems to be working.
And she takes that serious?
She is actually taking it serious because I told her that they may have to take blood again, and that traumatized that when they had to actually take a needle to the arm, that traumatized her for a while too. So.
I'm gonna have to go deeper with that on my kids. I'm gonna be like, the police called and they said kids that don't eat their vegetables.
Exactly.
And Remy's like, I don't care nothing about the police. Tell them, come on.
That's hilarious.
Like, oh, great.
The SWAT team's coming. You got FBI.
Exactly.
Homeland Security.
Gabe, the only one you like is carrots? Is that what you were saying? The only vegetable?
That's the only one that I don't like broccoli and green beans.
Man, I love
like, I'll eat it. Like, especially if Jenny fixes it. Like, I'm not going to tell her not to fix it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's going to be one that I can just munch on, it's going to be carrots.
All right, I get it.
I'd always heard that corn was the worst vegetable.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because
that's right. I forgot that corn was a vegetable. It's a starch, right?
Yeah, it's undigestible, and it just has a lot of starch, and it's not the most nutritious.
Yeah.
I think as far as nutritional value, I would think
you don't get much out of
carrots
corn.
is way more because it has more vitamin C than corn does. But so
I believe that.
Welcome to Nutritional Facts with the MTTG crew.
Exactly.
Anywho, so that's been our goal for the past couple weeks, is just to try and get her to eat more fruits and vegetables. We've always abided by what our doctor said is don't be a short order cook. If you put it in on her plate and put it in front of her, and that's it. We're not going to do alternative foods and try and cook her something else. If she doesn't want it, she has to try and eat it, and that's kind of,
Amen.
That's what we're going for.
Don't be those people at Subway with a McDonald's bag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, she just really wanted McDonald's.
I know, it's like, nope, not going to happen. So,
yeah, I know that's right.
So,
who's the parent?
That's right. So, anywho, let's see what's going on for this week. I'm still got a little bit of this cough, and but it's just lingering now, and it's so funny. Every time I say
it's only when you talk about
it.
Exactly.
I know, right? You up perfect. It's like, wait for it and hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him now.
Yeah. It's so funny. I was talking to somebody else yesterday about this cough, and as soon as I said cough, I started coughing. It was like right on cue. So it's definitely out.
So
subconscious.
Start saying I have a tickle, and you'll just start laughing.
There you go. Exactly.
They say the same thing happens with yawning.
Yes.
Say it's hard to talk about yawning without somebody yawning.
Oh man, don't make me start yawning. Don't make me start yawning. So yeah, I'm still trying to get over this. I hope everybody saw my amazing video of our soccer game on Saturday. That was amazing. Our warm up. It was hilarious because the other team, they were all lined up in a row on the other side of the field. They were running down and kicking the ball into the goal, and that was my team. So that's
right.
It was just,
they were like, I'm supposed to be franchise player. Y'all talking about practice.
That's right. Exactly. So it was hilarious, but it's all in the name of fun. And so we had practice last night, and I had to coach it solo because the coach is still out of town. But we actually had fun with it. I think I've got it where if you start making a game out of things, like they actually respond better. So I had them.
It's a shame you got to make a game out of a game.
Right. Exactly.
Like this is a game already.
Well, and it's not even a shame. It's a fun game. And so let's bring it down to their level. So I was the soccer monster yesterday, and my goal was to chase them. And so that's what helped them dribble the ball across the field. And then I wanted them to try and shoot the ball in the goal. And it actually worked. So we ran with that for a while. And then after about 20 to 25 minutes, I lost them. I mean, one was on the ground doing grass angels, not snow angels, grass angels.
Oh,
and
how much does she weigh?
It's just like herding cats. It's unbelievable.
You just got to be like, the doctor called and he wants you to kick the ball into the goal.
Yes. The police are coming if you don't score this goal.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to come and arrest you. So
yeah, you and your family.
Your entire family who's watching you right now.
Right.
So it's all good, though. I'm still enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
That's great.
Should we talk a little bit about Extra Life, since that took up a lot of my week too?
I'll let you talk about it.
So it's the website is very confusing. Let's start with that. We set up our Married to the Games, right? But you have to set up an individual, like a participant account first, in order to create a team. And we had all thought that we had done that, and so we were all going to sign up individually and then join the team. Well, it doesn't. It's kind of different in that the team is just kind of a summary of all the members of the team. So it's based more on an individual account, and we wanted like a Married to the Games account where all of our listeners can go in and they can join our team, and then as they raise money and we raise money, it all goes toward our team goal. So the only way to really do that is I went ahead and signed up, but then I've changed everything to Married to the Games, not in my personal account. So now we have a participant MTTG, and then we have a team, which is, I think, extra-life.org/team/MTTG podcast. But the way you donate is, I think you have to donate. Like, I tried to make a donation to the team yesterday, and I couldn't for some reason. It was really weird. I actually had to email them and say, hey, can you put this toward our team goal, which is really putting it towards your participant account. So it's all kinds of confusing, but here's what you can do. You can go to extra-life.org/participant/MTTG. That's the main account. You'll notice that we're team captains of our own team, which is fantastic. And let's just try and raise some money and have fun with it. That's the bottom line. So let's just do that. So that's our extra life. So I spent a good portion of the time yesterday working on that. And we've all collectively decided that I should just redesign the whole website and make it way more user friendly.
Yes, please.
And I'd be happy to do that, this is amazing. But again, it's an amazing cause. We chose the Monroe Carroll Vanderbilt Children's Hospital here in Nashville, Tennessee, as our hospital that we're going to make all the donations to. So it's super exciting. And we
Same hospital that we gave the games to.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So they're getting a double whammy.
Double whammy. Let's see.
We hooking them up again.
You'll be happy to know that it is officially my 1-year anniversary of my nose surgery.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that was
snap.
fast.
So last year around this time, I had bandages up my nose, and if you remember, I actually snuck in and gave you guys an update for like 10 minutes, like the day after my surgery. And,
that is right.
Yeah, so it happened right around this time, and I can't believe it. And it's been good. I've been very excited and very happy that I'm no longer completely miserable, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We're happier now.
That's always good.
Miserable either.
It's great. We have our community garage sale this weekend, so we are getting stuff out of the attic and grabbing all kinds of stuff. And so that happens Friday and Saturday of this weekend, and it's always a fun time. We got some.
It's the one time a year you can look like a crazy person and put all your stuff on your lawn.
Yep. I hope it doesn't rain. There's a chance of rain on Friday, but we'll see. So we'll just leave everything in the garage. I'm actually not in the car this morning. I'm in Piper's playroom just because our garage is full of all of our stuff and the car's all the way out there.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just stay in here.
Nice.
And it feels good. I like it. And let's see what else is going on. On the gaming front, it is BioShock, baby. I'm having so much fun with this game. And it is, to me, it's very challenging because they are not generous with ammo, and they, you really have to work for it. And it's still like really amazing. Like I got out of a hole that I was in where I had like maybe 2 or 3 pistol shots left, and somehow was able to manage to kind of scrounge up and get as much as I possibly could. And now things are rocking and rolling a lot more. So I'm really into it. I've got a good handle on everything in the controls, and I'm just having a good time with it, despite the fact that what was it on Monday? Totally froze up on me an hour and a half into the mission.
No.
And had to start over.
Shoot.
Not the whole game, just like that whole, like when
that
but
segment.
You know what?
Right.
I was okay with that. That's the only thing that I've noticed is like, for some reason, it just froze and everything just froze. And I'm like, I even like hitting the PlayStation button, it went back to the menu, but then everything just froze there too. I was like, oh God, no. I don't want to get a pro. I don't want to get a pro so early. So, so I just restarted the PlayStation and then was able to reload it. But it just took me right back to where I had started an hour and a half ago. So I went through those motions yesterday, and I'm all caught up and advancing now. But it's fun, man. I really like it. It's dark and it's weird and twisted, but it's great. And I cannot wait. I'm going to do the whole series. I don't know if I'm going to do it all at once because, man, shoot, Hitman came out this week too. We got Gears.
Yeah, Doc.
Like I think I really want to try Gears too. That's coming
there you
out
go.
in like 2 weeks because my Xbox is just collecting dust and I feel bad. And
like, I still love you, I promise.
I do sort of, but
sort of.
But
nice qualifier.
Yeah, for me it's all the controller. I don't like the controller, and that's what's like kind of holding me back a little bit. But
so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But so it's all BioShock for me, and I'm taking a pounding in Clash Royale. Lost like 11 straight.
So,
wow!
It's just, it's so funny. Same deck I've always used, just getting pounded. So I got to crawl my way back in. And have a good time with it. But that is pretty much it for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Christopher McCracken?
Man, you have those weeks where you're thinking back, and I'm like, got my little notepad open. It's like, all right, I'm going to write what I did last week so I can say it on the show. It's like, man, I don't remember what I did.
Exactly. You're like, maybe I didn't do anything. Yeah.
The only thing that I can recall is on Saturday, Stacy and I had a 5K over here in Fort Worth that we ran.
Yeah.
It's called the Country Run, I think is what it's called. And we actually did it last year, and we liked it so much that we wanted to make sure that we signed up for it again. And it was kind of we got lucky because Stacy had to fly out on Sunday, like early morning. So it fell on the Saturday, and we were able to still do it because we were thinking, we might have to cancel her registration, if you could even do that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Once you register for something like a race, I've never had to back out of it. I don't know if that's even a thing you can do. But the race was really fun. This one in particular, when you're done, it's sponsored by a store, I guess. It's called the Corner Store. I've never actually even seen one. But when you go inside this building,
they're all over.
Yeah, you go inside this building after you get your I guess not really medal, but your little thing for finishing the race. And they give you like a backpack, and there's all these vendors that are just giving out food and drinks, and they're all samples, if you will, but they're all like full-sized things. And so we're just filling up this bag. So you pay $10 for this race. I think it's $10. You pay another $10 to park, and then you get like a bag full of like just groceries to take home. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth it. Plus the run it's a neat part of town, so we had fun with that.
Awesome.
Like I said, I took her to the airport early on Sunday morning. The plan was this flight. They knew that they had a layover, like they had to fly to a connecting flight. That's what it is. They had to fly to somewhere and then fly to. She's going to Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow.
She texts me after I dropped her off. Maybe like 2 hours later, she texts me like, "We still haven't left. They're changing our connecting flight now over to Las Vegas." She's like, "So I'm going to hang out in the airport and gamble and whatnot." I was like, "Okay, cool." So she flies there. Gambles.
They don't have any
whatever that
table
means.
games. They don't have any table games there.
No,
the
it's
only
just
thing that's
it's just the
kinda
slots. She took a
only-
picture of
only
the
slots,
slot,
yeah.
which I don't think like table games is her thing anyways. I mean, I think she knows how to play poker and blackjack, but I've never seen her play a table game the few times we've been. It was, we're not really gamblers, so we just kind of dabble and be like, "Oh, look, I'm gambling."
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those kind of things.
I'm slightly the same way.
And then she texts me like hours after that, and they still hadn't left. Their flight was delayed more, so she ended up. She was supposed to be in Omaha by I think like noon. She didn't end up getting there till like 9:30 at night or something ridiculous.
Wow.
May have even been later. If I
Yikes.
can't really remember the exact timeline because it was so jacked up. She kept texting me new time frames.
How long is she away this time?
She has gone for 2.5 weeks. There's a possibility she actually might be coming back a little early, but only because they want her to fly out to her last trip of the year early. So
Right, exactly.
yeah, so that timeline's a little. It's 5:30 in the morning. Its timeline's a little shaky in my head, but I think I think it's 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Other than that, other than just working, that's all I can think of that I've been doing. I literally was like, man, I know I did something, but I can't think of what it was. So instead, I'm going to talk about gaming. I have been playing Destiny again, and I've been playing a lot of Destiny again.
Because you did Taken King, right? You'd finished that already?
Yeah, I've done the main game and every single expansion I've bought and played so far.
Nice.
So, but after the Taken King dropped last September, I played up until about early mid-November, and then I just stopped, and I never picked it up again until this new expansion, Rise of Iron, dropped. So I wasn't really sure. I was like, okay, this is going to kind of be like a little bit of a test. Like, if I come back and it's just not grabbing me, then I think my Destiny days are over.
Not the case.
No, I mean, it's a bit still to be determined. So there's definitely still things I don't like, changes that they've made along the way that I'm just like, I don't like this system. I don't like the way it works. It makes this thing over here irrelevant. This is unnecessarily complicated. And I feel like they made the changes simply. I mean, part of it was probably a balancing thing for certain areas, but they made these changes just to make you want to grind in more areas. And I feel like I was already doing a lot of that, and I don't want to have to do more of it. But overall, I'm enjoying being back in the world. I'm enjoying playing with friends again. The story for Rise of Iron, it's very, very short, but it's cool. And visually, like most of it's just cutscenes and stuff, but the cutscenes even are elevated a little bit. And I can't help but feel that's got to be because they're not doing anything for PS3 and Xbox 360 anymore.
Right, so they put a little love to them.
I mean, yeah, they're not like night and day different, but they're definitely different, and there's more value like there to them, and I kind of like that. The new social space that they have is kind of cool. There's all these little mini games and things that you can do. And right now, mini games as in like jump around and try to find different things. That's what I mean.
It's like shake the remote, shake the remote, shake the remote.
No, not like that. Not like you go in this area and then you play this new space card
play
game.
Mario Party all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's not like that. There's all these hidden things that you can go find and like little platforms you got to jump across to get to different areas and things. So the story's done. I'm not going to play. So I have 3 characters, and the way that I used to do it is I'd run one character all the way up to max level, then I'd do the next, or I'd constantly bounce back and forth. My plan right now is I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to run my main character, which is my hunter. It's the one I liked playing the most anyways. Right. I'm not really going to worry about playing the other characters or anything like that. And I haven't played with a lot of people yet, so I know a bunch of my friends that used to play still do, but I haven't really connected with a bunch of them yet because I kind of wanted to get my feet wet and get my bearings and make sure I understood what all was going on. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm working towards the current level needed to go into the raid. And once I get to that point, I'm going to hopefully organize a raid team and go do the raid. And then once the raid is done, we'll see how I feel, because once I've done that, of course, there's then hard raid that eventually will come. But like in the Taken King, in that raid, I never even bothered with the hard raid. I just didn't care. So once I do the raid and I've had that experience, will I be like, okay, and my love will be gone again? Or will I still really enjoy it? I don't know. That's where it's kind of up in the air. I am enjoying my time with it though so far. And I actually played last night with Brett T. Bodden for a little while.
Sweet.
Oh, so nice. That was fun. Yeah, he was needing to do some different missions that he was needing some help with because he was a little bit under level. I'm a little bit higher than him. Not a lot, but about 10 or 15 light points ahead of him. So we did a couple different missions and I helped him out get a few things, and that was fun, and just reconnecting with people. Was always, like you said before, Gabe, the best part about Destiny was just meeting with other people and hanging out and completing these missions together or running the Crucible and just chatting and having a good time.
Yes.
That was always the best part. So that
I think Destiny was the only game that I had like a in-depth theology conversation while completing missions.
That's awesome.
I was like, what is going on right now?
And the crazy thing about it is that it's kind of like Destiny's strength and weakness, depending on who you speak to, because it does have a story, and every expansion, the story part, if you will, the story mission of that expansion has gotten better each time. The Taken King story was actually really good, even though overall the expansion didn't grab me. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's not so engaging that you can just, like, once you've done it once, you'll be like, okay, I basically got it. You can just, it's the only game where I'll throw on music and just listen to music, or I'll just talk to people. It's like, I'm not paying attention at all to what they're saying or none of that. It doesn't matter. All I'm doing is just playing the game. And it's great for that because the mechanics and the feel of the game are so good. And if you're
did you ever play Sonic
the Hedgehog?
Were you a Sonic guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I played it some, but I mean, I only ever had, I think wasn't there a Sonic that came with the Genesis when you got it?
Probably.
If it was, or there was one Sonic game I had when I had the Genesis, but that was the only one I ever played.
For some reason, I remember that being the game that I would just throw music on and play.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean?
I do that as well.
The other games where I've done that in the past have been like Madden and other sports-related games, but I haven't played a sports game in so long that I really didn't do that. Because I like when Spotify came out on the PlayStation and other systems where they're like, oh, you can play music in the background. I was just like, I don't understand. Why would you want to do that? I'm trying to follow the story. I don't want the distraction of music. But this game is perfect for just throwing on some music, especially if I'm playing solo. I'll just throw on music and just go.
Yeah, because you're so right. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah. Huh. Which sounds horrible to say. It sounds like that's the markings of a bad game, but it actually works really well for it. So.
Well, it's the markings of a bad story.
Yeah, but even then, like the story that is there is enjoyable to me. I understand why people who are like Ed's very much into story, and I know you call yourself a story guy as well. But what story it has is entertaining. There's just not a ton of it. And again, each expansion's gotten better with the story making, where it makes more sense, or there's more to explore, more to find out. It's gotten better and better, but
it's always been thin. But the story's always been thin. Nobody goes in there for the story anyway. They go in there for the camaraderie. That's definitely
not the reason anybody stays there.
No, that's
people go in thinking, "Oh, I'm going to find this epic space story."
No,
and then they're like, "Yeah, okay."
They're let down by that. Yeah. So you're liking it, but you don't know if you're going to stay.
Yeah, we'll just have to see, because that was the same thing with the Taken King. I enjoyed story-wise, but the other stuff about the game annoyed me. And the raid, a lot of people really liked the raid for the Taken King, and I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. It didn't grab me like it did other people. So it all kind of hinges on the raid, because the raid or the raids of all the different ones are the best thing in the game. They're the most fun thing to do. So if the raid doesn't grab me, and I've done the other raids so many times, it's like, well, I'll do it. If it's not really something I'm looking forward to going and doing again, then I may just take a break. Sense. I don't think I'll go away completely. I mean, the way that it's grabbed me enough, I'm already looking forward to like, well, Destiny 2, whatever it's going to be, I'm probably going to be in for it. Unless it's like $200 for this crazy expansion or
there's
whatever.
No way it'll be that much, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it would have to be something ridiculous like that for me to just be like, nah.
Right.
So I'll at least give it a shot.
There you go. That's awesome, man.
Yep. But it's been a lot of fun.
Is that you?
Yeah, that is me.
Eduardo.
Yes, sir.
How are you, brother?
Good, man. Good. We had a pretty quiet week, which is always nice because that always means more gaming. So
that always means you didn't go to West Virginia.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Any weekend you don't go to West Virginia, that's a good weekend.
Stay at some random people's house.
Sorry, West Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we watched a few movies over the weekend.
Ooh, what'd you watch? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Close.
Love that movie.
Keanu with Key and Peele.
Oh
my gosh.
Was that funny? I heard it was funny.
It was just
Ed, it wasn't funny.
It was because we're fans of Key and Peele. I don't know if you didn't really know them, because we already went in liking them.
Yeah.
Right. So you're smiling before they even say anything.
Yeah. We watched the latest Mission Impossible, which I don't know how that's
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation. Yeah. And
what'd you think?
It was good.
It's funnier than the other ones. Like I feel like they definitely leaned on the comedy a little bit more than
definitely
they did previously.
And then we watched the new Ghostbusters.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yowzers. And
you know what? We liked it.
Okay.
You liked it because
Yeah.
you thought it was going to be a C+, or you liked it because it's a good movie?
No, we liked it because we're fans of all four of the girls that are in it to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
And so,
man, I do not like Leslie Jones.
See, she just cracks us up. Is she the one
that's on SNL?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of them on SNL on that movie.
Oh.
But she's the black one.
Okay, yeah, she's the only one, because I haven't watched SNL like in years. She was the only one when they announced the cast. I was like, I don't recognize her name, or I'm not sure I've seen anything. Turns out I hadn't. So
right.
I was, and I never saw the new Ghostbusters. I would like to at some point, but maybe when it hits Netflix
I didn't mind it.
It's good, Ed.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. It's not a quote unquote remake where it's not like it's not the same story. It's not and so it's just
not a continuation by any means.
It's not a continuation. No,
it's just a rehash.
It's like the other guys never existed.
Yes.
Yeah. They are not even. It's like supposed to be the same universe, but they're not connected stories, right? Something like that.
Right. Yeah. It's
weird.
It is a reboot.
Ugh.
And I thought they did a good job with it. And it's funny too because when the outrage came out about it when it first came out, I'm like, did no one see Ghostbusters 2? That ruined the franchise.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that's funny.
So compared to Ghostbusters 2, it was much, much better.
What about the Thor's part? I don't remember that guy's name.
Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth. Is it Chris?
Yes.
Is it, or is it the other one?
I mean, I don't. You don't have to like say his arc in the story, but I mean, was he at least funny or entertaining? Or because
no, he was really funny just because he just played this idiot, and I was playing. I was twitching this week, and someone was talking about they didn't like it because they couldn't believe they made Thor act so dumb, and I was like, he's not. It's not Thor.
Right. He's an actor.
I kind of think Thor is dumb. So
right. Thor might be dumb. You have no idea.
Can I just say it took me a bit of a second when you said I was twitching this weekend. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm
what?
like, Dad, you need to go to the doctor, dude.
I know.
Lots of coffee, y'all. Lots of coffee.
That's what I call snorting lines now.
You need to go get that checked out, man.
That's what I call snorting lines.
So yeah, we enjoyed it. It was a good time. Game wise, still doing the Family Guy and Simpsons Untapped Poop Life. Sarah played through Batman the Telltale series, the first 2 episodes.
Nice. Shut up.
Oh, nice.
What does she think?
She really likes it. She really likes it a lot.
Man, I want to play it so bad.
She had a good time with it. The part that I mentioned last week where it was, when I mentioned it, where it was kind of glitching and I couldn't tell if it was a glitch or a dream.
Yeah.
there was no update, but it didn't glitch for her nearly as bad as it did for me the first time through. So that was kind of weird.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Recore put out a patch, like Chris said that they probably might last week.
Yay!
And seriously cut down the lag time.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So it was nice. I played that and then rage quit that all over again.
Nice.
Aw, totally different reasons. Let's go around.
Totally. I raged.
I watched that video.
Oh, it was just, and I watched the video that I cut together. I was like, I'm going to leave in every time I die so people understand how frustrating it is.
Right, yes.
And I watched it through and I still didn't feel the frustration because it's so short compared to what I went through.
Well, you know what's funny? I feel like that on all your rage quits. Like, you're the most calm rage quitter I've ever watched before.
It's almost like it's not fair to call it a rage quit. It's more of like I just quit.
I didn't want to play this anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, rage describes how I'm feeling inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely don't externalize the rage.
Not when I'm recording.
Like I don't get the mental picture that Ed is breaking his controller in half. I don't get that whenever
I'll send you the unedited version.
Oh, please do. I'm dying to see
I
the
told
unedited.
Ed he needs to start putting bleeps in there so we can feel his pain along with him.
Yeah, even if they don't exist, just put them in there anyways. People will be like,
Exactly.
oh man, he's going off.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's
really
raging.
raging. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
I picked up and played through the new indie game called Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's that about?
It was kind of touted as a mix between X-Files and Twin Peaks.
Oh,
Weird.
that's-
So for anybody born in the 90s, they would have no idea what they were talking about.
exactly.
Yeah.
Weird.
Born in the 80s for that
Yeah.
or earlier.
Very interesting game. There's no dialogue in it.
Right. I love how you had the closed captions on, and then you're like, the subtitles. And you're like, I guess I could turn these subtitles off now.
Door Creek. I was like, yeah,
exactly.
Thanks.
It did all the sound effects. I was like, weird.
Yeah. It was okay. I was enjoying it. The ending was a little, I felt like they didn't have an ending, so they just decided to go artsy. And,
that'll happen.
So it was what it was. But we've been playing the mess out of some Lego Dimensions this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We picked up the Simpsons
Sweet.
pack and played through that. It was a blast. And then yesterday was the kickoff of their new, season of Lego Dimensions, and had a 14 gig download.
Oh, wow.
What? For Legos?
For Legos. And
Yowzers.
it kind of preps you for the new stuff coming out. And also they added a bunch of levels to already pre-existing boards and what have you.
Wow.
So that was cool. One of my favorite things about those games is that you can, when you're done, you can replay the levels and try to find all of the golden bricks. They hide a bunch of stuff all over the place. When I last checked, we had like 80 of 480 bricks you could find.
80 of 480?
Holy cow.
Last night, after we finished Mission Impossible, which just came out yesterday, it said that we had collected like 84 of 1,068.
Oh, come on, guys.
That's when I would just give up. I'd be like, forget
I was
it.
loving it. I was like, oh, this game's amazing. It's so big.
That is huge.
So,
that is massive, man.
Yeah,
Holy
so
cow.
yesterday we received, we got the new Ghostbusters pack, Mission Impossible, A-Team, and Harry Potter.
I can't believe they can use all those.
I know, it's so cool. And just when you start the board and it's Ethan Hunt and Homer Simpson and Gandalf and
that's incredible.
it's so cool just to see visually like all of these people together. It's so
That's
insane.
really cool.
But it was a good time. It was a good week.
There you go.
That's it.
I love that.
That's it for Eduardo, man. He's all about the Lego Dimensions. Wow.
I know. I want to be all about a game right now. I want to be all about any games.
Yeah, you do.
Period.
Mr. Patillo, give us that Blackie Weather update, my man.
But the freaking floors, man.
Floors.
The floors still.
Floors.
Wow, really?
Jeez. So now I'm into the bedrooms.
Oh,
All right.
We had done the kitchen and the living room and the hallway and all that before. Now we're into the bedrooms, and it's just a long process.
Yeah, it is.
Are you finding because it's not as open of a space that you have to cut and like really think about it a little bit more?
You're cutting often, and so it's definitely just like I don't know, man. It's just
exhausting. I hear
long.
you. I'm tired for you.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
thank you. And so I woke up the other morning and I was like, ouch. like my whole body was like, I hate you. I'm your body and I hate you.
What?
And I was like, but I didn't even eat McDonald's. Yeah. And so at least let me get something out of it, some enjoyment. So just been doing that. I mean, have not been gaming because these doggone floors, man, the struggle is real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in Charlotte, North Carolina this last weekend and got to see the Greens, Eric and Elizabeth Green.
Oh, nice.
From the community.
Cool.
The guys with the twins.
Nice.
How was the city? Like, were they kind of still reeling from all that that went on down there?
Well, you know what's interesting? It was still going on when we were there, but we were like at a theme park, so it was kind of like on the outside of everything.
Yeah.
But I was talking to one of my buddies. I was like, dude, not Eric, but a different guy that lives there. And I was like, how is it? He goes, man, during the day it's all right. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, at night it gets really scary. And I was like, yowzers. Yeah, man, because protesters out there burning the city down. And so, it kind of is what it is. But so did that, rode the, I think it's called Fury 325 or Fury. You know what's interesting? I think I did a voiceover for that ride.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Huh.
Yes. It is now, as of last year, or as of this year, the #1 roller coaster in the world. So I didn't really feel like riding a roller coaster, but when they say it's the #1 in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give it a shot, right?
Exactly. I mean, I don't eat sushi or fish or anything like that, but if somebody was like, hey, man, this fish is the #1 in the world, I'd be like, well, might as well gag it down.
I'll try it now.
Exactly. So did that. I'm trying to think. I picked up NBA 2K real quick, 16, played it for a minute. I did play, it was free on Steam, Tropico 4.
Oh, how is that?
Which is really random. It's fun. I like those city builder games.
Yeah.
And so as much as I don't like building stuff in games, city builders for some reason are okay for me.
I feel like a couple months back, maybe like in May or something, the Tropico 5 was a PS Plus game. Did you grab that?
Yeah.
I did. I never played it, but I
I got you.
you can add it to your library, so it's not like you have to download it, but you can own it. So I did that, but maybe this one was that one too. I don't remember which one it was, 4 or 5.
Oh, might be worth going back and checking out since you dug the Steam version.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. I won't be doing that, probably.
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
no,
never mind
not
then.
going to be doing that. No.
I did like it, but it's just like there's so much to do looking forward. And so I'm excited to, and that's what the question of the week is going to be about, is just these fall games, man. The fall and the winter is about to be on and popping. I'm about to be home. So after I do Canada, we're home for 3 months.
What?
Which is, I think, the longest we've ever been home straight. This will be the first Christmas season that I've been home in 15 years.
Wow.
And so
Really? You
it'll
guys
be nice to,
that's amazing.
yeah, it'll be nice to just be home and get to enjoy it. So I'm going to try to, in my mind, just slow it down and really take it in. And because we come home the day after Halloween and then stay in town through into February.
Wow.
Very nice.
Or February.
February.
So excited about that. Obviously the baby's coming. Excited about that, kinda. Only because only because of sleep.
Oh, sure.
We're definitely blessed to be having a baby, and I'm excited about that. Excited about having another, children running around here. But just from the sleep aspect,
Yep.
that's not gonna be fun.
Or lack thereof.
Exactly, especially with having Remy, man. Remy boy, that joker, golly,
He's all up in
he
you.
does not care.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I do what I want.
I'm here.
When I want. Exactly. We're like, Remy. Like, I've literally thought, maybe, should we get his hearing tested?
Nope.
Or is he just ignoring us?
Nope. He's just ignoring you.
Yeah, the answer is he's just ignoring us. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Don't walk over there. Don't touch that. Stop that. Don't pull that.
Yep.
He just does it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're like,
It's
what in the world?
Dude, he is all boy, man.
He is all boy.
All boy.
Oh, he's starting to talk. So that's fun. He's starting to say more and more words. So he's got, obviously he's got daddy and mommy down. He's trying to say Sadie and Amara. He's got like, go. If I say on your mark, get set, he's like, go.
Nice.
And,
nice.
And so it's really cute. And,
how does he pronounce Sadie and Amara?
Sacy.
Sace.
Yeah. And then he'll just kind of like, I'm with Amara. Obviously not going to have it down, but you can tell what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it's cute.
So that's fun. What else? I'm thinking about buying, this is going to be part of the news stories, but Last of Us Remastered is on sale right now for $10.
Oh, yeah. Man.
And so, like, how do you not do that?
Yeah.
And so I'm probably going to do what we did with Uncharted. I don't know if you guys remember, but we beat Uncharted in a weekend when we were on the road, Uncharted 4.
Oh, yeah.
So that same guy is coming to Canada, doing the Canada run with us.
Oh, nice.
And so I texted him yesterday. I was like, Last of Us, will you play it? He was like, yeah. And I was like, sweet.
And he's played it before, though, right?
He's played some of it, but he hasn't played all of it.
Oh, okay. It's on.
Yeah, and because of Uncharted, we kind of created this like game watchers group.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
So me and Holland and a couple other people on the road will just sit and watch him play it.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to watch somebody else being stressed out instead of myself. So I'm excited about that. It'll be a good time. All right, I think that's it from me. Yes.
All right.
How much more do you have to do on the floors?
I've got half of Remy's room and our room.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, Godspeed.
But I'm in a groove in Remy's room.
Home stretch.
Yeah, starting out is the slow part. Like, getting going from the hallway into the room working that like strip down the hall and down the side of the wall and ripping pieces to where they're just right. But
yeah. Now, are you in the room? Are you starting in the middle or do you start from a corner?
Well, we started in the hallway, and so the hallway's bleeding into the other room.
So you're just following the hallway.
Yeah, so we did the hallway all the way down, and that bled into the kitchen and the living room, which were the bigger areas. And now I'm bleeding, left and right into the bedroom. So we're in a ranch-style house.
Yeah.
So down the hallway, all the bedrooms are down on one end. And so so now we're bleeding. Because we knew that we were going to have to do the kitchen first, or the kitchen and living room first, just because that's where we live, most of the time. And we can save the bedrooms because, and we just left the flooring down that was in there. And so now I'm taking that flooring up.
Well done, man.
And doing it too.
Good on you.
Nice, man.
Yeah. Countertop guy comes today to measure it.
Nice.
Sweet. So we can actually not have plywood for countertops.
Yeah, what kind of countertops are you planning to get? Do you know?
Quartz.
Ah, yeah. We looked at that.
Yes, we loved quartz in our last house. Stain resistant, scratch resistant, heat resistant. So that's pretty much kid proof.
Yeah.
But will bust your head open.
That's right.
And Remy's like right at that height to where he's definitely going to be,
he'll be hitting
hit that
corner.
bar one or two times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's going to suck. But
yes, it will.
He'll be all right.
He'll bounce back. He's all boy. He'll be like,
he'll be fine.
I'm good.
Exactly. He's like, what was that? A fly?
Shoe fly. That's awesome.
That's it. Router, you got it?
Got it, brother.
Well, let's do it.
All right, we got some new releases this week, including...
Don't sound excited about it.
Yeah, well, it's...
Oh, Router, you did the Explorers Wanted.
I totally forgot to mention that. I did do Explorers Wanted. That was so funny.
Good on you.
So I was, yesterday, I'm like, oh, shoot.
One take Router.
No, it was like, I did it a couple takes, but it was like, oh, shoot, I have to do this. Cough or no cough, I'm just going to do it. So while Lauren's getting ready in our room, I just like plunked everything down and was like, okay, let's figure out what script. I'm like, Tough Mercenary. Ha! That's hilarious. Let's do the other one. Because
why do you all you guys feel like that? That's so weird.
I don't know, man. It's just like
we know ourselves.
Fits that. Our voice does not.
Right. My personality's a little bit more bubbly, and my voice is definitely not Tough Mercenary. So it's like, it was hilarious. But so I knocked it out, and it was fun, man. I just had fun with it. It was just
exactly
it's cool,
and everybody gets to see the headset.
Yeah, they all get to see the Plantronics headset
revealed
that you use. Yeah, I had never seen it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what's funny because
whenever
we get together live to do shows, I always bring lapels.
That's
true.
I've
never seen the Plantronics headset.
Yeah, no, man, it's a great it's a historic moment in Married to the Game's history right there.
Yeah, man.
I know.
The debut of the Plantronics headset.
Yeah, okay.
4 years later.
Okay. I'm just excited that we all did it, and I think, what was it, 3 of us were Jordan Tatum, and then Gabe, you were the tough mercenary. So it's just great. I love that BioWare does that kind of stuff, and it's just fun to do.
So. Yeah, and I was looking back, I was like, because when you guys said last time that they did it for Mass Effect, I was like, man, that doesn't seem right. And so I went back and looked at my email to see where I had emailed BioWare before, and it was for Dragon Age Inquisition.
That's right, it was for Dragon Age.
Oh,
we gotta oops ourselves.
Nice.
It was Dragon Age Inquisition. So, and I went back and looked up the guy who won and looked up his original video, and then that's all I've been doing is watching auditions.
That's so
Which,
funny.
Speaking of Gabe, yours has been getting massive amounts
yours
of love.
is getting
for someone who's I don't know if I did. You did a good job, and people are telling you.
Yeah, let me tell you something. For Tough Mercenary, I think you got it, and the reason why is because it was so natural. It flowed so well.
Yeah, it did.
And your voice was. I think you're definitely. I personally think you're going to be in contention definitely for it. I think it's a good one.
Here's the thing. Thank you.
Just say thank
and then
you.
Stop.
It and then stop. Just do that.
Here's the problem. I'm trying to figure out how to not want it so bad.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to balance right now.
That part's easy.
Yeah.
All you got. It's not.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it is because it's
just audition for more things.
Yeah. Well, that, and then just think about it like this: do it, and then be like, I'm not going to get it, and then it goes out your mind, and then
that's
if it
exactly
hits,
what I
great.
Did. As soon as I emailed it to him, I'm like, hey, enjoy this. You're never going to see it again. Yeah. And that was it.
Yeah.
And
I think it's because I help monitor our YouTube channel. And so, that you get a little alerts when the comments, come up. And I want to since they're commenting on me personally, I want to reply to all of them or give them a thumbs up or something like that.
Cool, man. I'll just revoke your access and then we've got it fixed.
There you go.
Let's do that and disable comments too.
I'll instate it back after, a month or two.
Exactly. Yeah. Today is the last day for that. The day that we're recording the podcast, the 28th, is the last day that you can enter it. So I need to send out a tweet today to remind people.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're hearing this, you're too late.
Exactly. If you haven't done it by now, you're not doing it. So
but it's fun, man. That's awesome. Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot about that. All right, let's get into some new releases, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's start off with some Hitman Episode 5 Colorado.
There you go.
Ooh, Colorado.
Yeah, we got Colorado, baby.
That's fun.
Man, I'm feeling like I should jump in on this game.
Dude, you need to jump in on this game. It is fun. It's fun. Are you
Everybody's doing
it. But you're not a huge stealth person.
No.
Right?
I like stealth. I actually
he's Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Hitman was one of my favorite games in the PS2 generation. Like Hitman 2 specifically.
Nice.
Like there was a couple missions in there that I played every single way that you could. I enjoyed them so much.
So good.
Right, get in there. Get
the last one that I played was I played Absolution, and I didn't really care for that, but I had some people tell me that one wasn't a great version. So I was like, because I just thought, I guess I'm not a Hitman person anymore after playing that. But now, Chris, I don't know.
I remember starting up 2 as well, brother. I was like, this game is banging.
Yep.
I loved Hitman 2. Oh.
Yeah, it's been out long enough, and I know they're doing the episodic in a way where they're releasing them, but it's been out a while. Maybe I'll find a sale or something, and I'll be like, all right, I'll buy in.
Yeah, and they're still coming out with them. There's only 5 out so far. They're still coming.
And honestly, I still think that's the best way for them to do the Hitman series is not necessarily have a full on like Absolution release. Was because it didn't sell very well. But doing this kind of episodic stuff is fantastic.
How many total episodes did they say they're going to have for this season? Did they say that?
Is it 6? Is Japan the last one?
Okay. Because I did hear, I feel like I remember them saying that they want to continue with the episodic model, but still have like a 1, 2, and or whatever. So
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Because this one's kind of like a prequel in a way, but it handled stuff that Hitman 1 didn't handle as far as how early in the timeline. So it's not a true prequel, but it is definitely like a reboot of the situation.
It's fantastic. Any which way you slice it, go play it. I think you'll have a good time with it.
Me too.
It'll be good. XCOM 2 is for the PS4 and Xbox One now. I think we said it was only for one of them last time. Forza Horizon 3 for Xbox One and PC. FIFA 17, get your football going. PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS3, Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
Necropolis for the Xbox One.
Oh.
Dead Rising 2 for the PS4 and Xbox One.
Nice. Won't be playing that.
Mr. Eduardo, Lego Dimensions Supergirl Starter Pack is out for the PS4. I don't know why they didn't say Xbox One, but whatever.
Because we don't want it. I think it's an exclusive.
That might be.
Oh, really?
That might be the case.
I think it might be.
Odd. I don't know why. Why would Supergirl Starter Pack be an exclusive?
Yeah, that sounds random, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Is that show any good? Anybody watch that show?
Mm-mm.
Maybe it's the only one they knew they could get away with that people wouldn't be angry about.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, it's kind of like, we want to have an exclusive. How about you take this one?
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Aquaman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, enjoy Aquaman or Supergirl. There you go.
Right.
Blackguard's Definitive Edition for the PS4 and Xbox One, which is a turn-based fantasy RPG.
Oh, Gabe.
There you go.
Right?
That's good. And for the Wii U, SteamWorld Heist is out.
Nice.
So I think Twitter has switched their algorithms.
Wow.
Because I don't think, like, I'm looking
algorithms.
I'm looking up hashtag MTTG.
I'm getting too old for this.
And there's nothing there. Like, there's no new MTTG oops. I'm like, there's no way for 3 weeks straight we've not had an oops of some sort. So, I mean, I looked it up. I went on Twitter. I'm doing it right now as I'm talking to you. And, you know, looking up hashtag MTTG oops, and it's just bringing up old oops. So
maybe we haven't had a oops.
Are you clicking on live instead of the top if you click on the live tab? But
No,
even when I do that, the most recent one's the 22nd.
Maybe we're getting it right.
Yeah. I mean, we have nothing except for, I know at Mike Nitty saying, sorry, router fractured butthole got pushed back to Q1 2017. He probably tweeted
as
that.
we were talking about, yeah.
We have no charts. We got nothing. I got nothing for you. I'm done. Nothing.
There you go.
I'm done. I'm spent. I'm out.
Christopher McCracken.
I blame the algorithm.
You blame the algorithm.
I blame the algorithm. Exactly.
That's funny. Christopher?
Mr. Gabe.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody tweeted at us, because if they did, I didn't see it, but did you grab
No, I
Nintendo
didn't.
64 emulator that leaked out on the Xbox One for a short amount of time?
I was doing floors all day. If I'd have been like my regular kind of on my phone, floating back and forth between my computer and seeing news, then I would have definitely got it. But I didn't, and I'm so mad.
Well,
Did
see,
you get it?
Here's another thing. No, I didn't even see it until the news article started popping up saying this was available, and then it went away.
It's going to be glitchy as a beast, probably. Because they won't be able to update it, you know?
Yeah. Well, all the articles that I've read have listed that it was on sale for £7.69. So I don't even know if they released over here or not. I'm assuming it did, but I've not seen a price
associated with it. That's the only thing I was wondering. Yeah, when I saw that too.
So it may have only released on the European store, or is that Britain only?
UK?
They're the only ones who use pounds, right? UK? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know the other worlds. Sorry.
I don't know the other worlds.
I apologize.
Just like an American.
That's
exactly right. But yeah,
especially
it was
a
available,
Texan.
and apparently they've pulled it off the store, but the people who were able to grab it are apparently still able to use it. Like, it's not been bricked.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you got it, it's there.
Yep.
And it was
Crazy.
called, what was it called here? It was called the Win 64 E10. That was the name of it. And it's just, it blows my mind. I guess because I'm just so used to things like the App Store, and I'm assuming Google Play somewhat works the same way, where it's curated, like it goes through an approval process. It's like, how because I was emphatic, this is not going on the Xbox One. And the fact that it could go out and they'd have to be like, oh, wait, and then pull it back down. It's like, how does something like that even make it through? That's so crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So crazy.
I mean, good for those who got it when it did. I mean, it's a great story, but I just can't.
Yeah,
it's like, how can
and then
that
you'll
even
play
happen?
off of flash drive or something like that, probably.
Yeah, if you load the ROMs to your OneDrive, you can load them because Xbox One connects to your OneDrive. You can load them through that way, I think, as well as a flash drive. I'm not really sure, but yeah.
All I need is OneDrive. Sweet. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that got up there and sneak past and they snatched it down so fast is not surprising.
Yeah.
It looks like the NX has gone into production.
Ooh.
And so hopefully that means it's real. I'm just kidding.
Right.
And a website called Tesco might have leaked how much it is. So Tesco is somebody in that other place.
The other world.
Yeah, the other world. And so they said it was listed for £349. And if I was good at doing things, I would have looked up how much that was in American dollars. But I didn't yet. But I'll look at it right now. It is, here we go, drum roll please, $455.
Oh.
Yowzers.
That's a little expensive, if you ask your boy. Only because the Wii U, dropped it $300 or $250 or something like that?
Yeah.
Was it 300 when it came out? I feel like it was 300.
I feel like it was.
Was it 300
something?
Yeah. So anyway, it seems expensive for Nintendo, but if it's awesome,
it's still expensive.
I don't know, $450 still feels like a lot of money. Yeah. Anyway,
it could be awesome, but it's still expensive.
But if it's like what they, talked about, like it's kind of half console, half take it on the road and all that works well, I don't know, man. Come on, Nintendo. Jeez Louise. So we don't actually, and obviously too, this is just speculation. They were trying to put up a temporary holding page and accidentally put the price on there as well and then snatched it down. So it might not even be the price.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're just guessing, but $350, yeah. If it's $350 everywhere, that's one thing. But
it might seem like a steal a year from now when the Xbox Scorpio drops.
I don't. $900.
You're like, oh, snap.
That's true.
Yeah. Hold on to your babies.
Right.
That's right. I think that's the nail in the coffin for me. If that's the price point, I'm not touching Nintendo for a while.
$450.
I think I'm done. I think I'll stick.
I don't know if I can
stick
afford
with
that.
my PS4 and Xbox One.
Gabe, you gonna pay $450 to play Mario Kart 9?
Yeah, I certainly am not now.
It'll be tough.
He's gonna spend his days just looking up Mario Kart videos and
exactly, just watching Let's Plays.
Watching Let's Plays the whole time.
Feel like I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
Good. What else, Chris?
So Destiny 2 and I feel like Destiny 2 has actually been confirmed by Activision. I don't think that's speculation anymore, but there's going to be, so this is supposedly the last expansion, and then next year is going to be a proper Destiny 2 sequel.
Okay.
And one of the bits of information that have been leaking out now, Kotaku just cited a bunch of sources, and then obviously NeoGAF has got their sources saying the same thing, but the Destiny 2 is going to be coming to PC, which is a big deal because Destiny has been PC community has been screaming out loud for Destiny to be on PC because even when you play it and you're playing it on a console with a controller, the way the menus work, it feels like it's built to be a PC game ported to consoles, but it's only ever been on consoles. So
right.
And I know a lot of the streaming community that plays the game, they're all just clamoring for get this game on PC. And the fact that it's all server based, I would think that you could just sign in over there and have your same character. I don't know if they'll have to start over again. I know if I had to go to Xbox One and start over there, I have to start a whole new system. It doesn't connect with my gamer tag.
Yes.
So I'm not sure how that'll work on PC, but that would be awesome if you could just carry on over and continue your progression. Didn't have to start over. I know a lot of people would because they want to play it on PC, but.
And I guess there could be that rare little cross-platform play if they could figure it out, with the Xbox
That'll
and Windows
amazing.
and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like they do with Rocket League, if that was a possibility, that would be humongous.
Yeah, that's a giant leap right there. Oh man, that Destiny will look beautiful.
What do you mean,
Because again, until they set it up to where I can party up on my PS4 with an Xbox One guy or a PC guy, it's not going to matter. You're just getting a pool of randos to play with.
It's true.
You're not actually connecting with your friends. So I mean,
you're saying a party system.
Yeah, unless a party system works, like the interconnected play.
Oh man,
all it does is expand your pool of randos to play against, which is cool because it adds to the longevity of a game. But it's not like everybody's thinking like, oh, it's so cool. But it's like until I can party up with homeboy over there on Xbox One and we can chat and be on the same team, it doesn't impress me, really.
I hear you.
We gotta do one step at a time, Chris. One step at a time.
I hear you, but I mean, I think
steps.
people will be like, cart before the horse here, and like, oh my gosh, best thing ever. Oh, I can't talk to you. Oh, okay.
Exactly. It definitely makes PvP unfair.
Yeah.
Because
that's a whole nother issue to get into. Yeah.
Because I personally think mouse and keyboard is better than controller. Superior.
It's definitely more accurate.
When it comes to first person shooting.
Yeah, it's the more accurate of all of the different input systems for sure.
I found myself, I don't floor ceiling half as much on my keyboard and mouse as I do with the controller.
I would be all over floor ceiling with keyboard and mouse right now.
I know, right?
I would be all over that.
I wouldn't be floor ceiling. I would just be carpal tunneling.
Yeah, definitely carpal tunneling. That's for sure.
So one of our listeners, Oriba, Ali V, at Oriba on Twitter, sent us this story, and I saw it again last night, and I was like, I should talk about that. So Kevin Garnett announced that he's retiring from the NBA, and because him and Kobe Bryant left, they were the last two NBA players that were still playing that were a part of the 16-bit era.
Wow.
Yes, I saw that.
So with Kevin Garnett leaving, he's the last player that was on the new stuff and the old stuff.
Wow.
So officially nobody from those old games is playing
Look
anymore.
how far they've come. That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Kevin Garnett. I didn't know that Garnett was also taken straight from high school.
Oh, I didn't know that
I didn't
either.
know that either.
Yep.
Interesting.
They found him though, so that's good.
So he was in NBA Live 96 on the Genesis and SNES.
Wow.
All the way up to now. That's insane.
Those were the NBA Lives too that were fun to play. I loved those versions of NBA Live.
Really?
Yeah, I played the mess out of NBA Live back in the 16-bit days.
I kind of...
Bless you.
Ooh.
What? Bless you.
I was sneezing.
That's how you sneeze?
I thought that was code. Guys, I kind of...
I thought you were running somewhere really fast.
Yeah, that's my noise when I chubby ninja it up.
He went and got a glass of water.
That's your running noise, yeah.
I just had to get some water, guys. Had to put down a few more pieces of flooring.
I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
That's funny.
That's good, man.
I kind of stopped. I've stopped playing basketball games after Double Dribble, and then didn't pick it up again until NBA 2K16. Pretty much.
That's a huge jump.
It's a big leap. It's a big leap. I admit it. Oh my gosh. But I just thought that was really interesting, and I hope that Garnett and some of these guys like Tim Duncan, I think he was from NBA Live 98. Kobe Bryant, obviously with 20 years. I hope that they can kind of look at that and think, I mean, not that when they look back through their career, they think about video games, but I think that's a really cool, like, just little asterisk when it comes to their careers, is that they spanned so many video games. And they could see themselves in all of them, be like, that one doesn't look like me, that one doesn't look like me, that one doesn't look like me.
Yeah, it's not till the most recent, they're like, yeah, that kind of looks like me.
Exactly. It's just like black guy, black guy, black guy, black guy, deformed version of myself, and then, that kind of looks like me.
Nice.
What else you got, Christopher?
So it appears that the game Firewatch is getting a movie adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I mean, I can see that, but out of all the games, like, I just wouldn't have thought, like, oh yeah, Firewatch, we need to bring that to the old silver screen.
They should do one for Everyone's Gone to the Rapture too. That makes just as...
Oh, really?
No, I think I'm just making a joke.
I was like, do that. That pretty much was a movie. Right. Like, you don't even play anything.
It was a silent movie.
Yeah. Was Firewatch, I didn't watch all the Let's Plays, but was it just a walking simulator as well, or did you, like, shoot anything? Or
No, that's all it was. And you didn't even... You didn't shoot anything at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do some exploring and you could find some other things. But as far as the story goes, yeah, you're just walking around and talking to Delilah on the walkie.
At least you held something. I don't even remember
Yeah, you also bring up a map and a compass and you go around that way. Yeah.
And you have an inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Huh. Anyway.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but it did really well. It sold like 1 million copies when it released.
It's still in my library. I downloaded it and because I wanted to play it, and I just haven't been able to.
Not to mention, it's one of the games that came out where when I was playing it, it was having a lot of loading and crashing issues. And then after I was done with it, because the story wasn't super long, it got patched and it should run way better now. So,
there you go.
Of course.
Jump on in and play it if you have
There it
it.
is.
That's funny. So September 26th, which just passed, is known at Naughty Dog and maybe, I guess, PlayStation as The Last of Us or Outbreak Day.
Oh.
Because in The Last of Us, that's the day that everything went to crap.
Nice.
When the virus started going to critical mass. So because of that, they're doing a sale. Like I said, I'll probably be picking up The Last of Us for $10. Last of Us Remastered for the PS4. They also are selling clothes and stuff are on sale all week.
Oh, nice.
So they have this one shirt that I thought was kind of cool. It's in Last of Us font. It says bricks, bottles, and bats.
Nice.
I was like, I know that's right.
Hey.
So they got a lot of cool stuff. They have a clicker bust, which I would never get because why would I want that looking at me?
Yeah.
Right.
So that stuff is at gear.playstation.com, which I had no idea even existed.
Huh.
So they sell T-shirts and pins and watches and posters and glasses and
Oh, wow.
all that kind of stuff.
Does,
hats.
Does this PS4 version come with all the DLC?
Yeah, I think Remastered comes with
Everything?
Yeah, it does.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Homegirls DLC.
It has the story one, and then it comes with all the extra pieces that were released for the multiplayer, which I think was mostly just cosmetic stuff. There may have been a few map packs as well.
And Ellie's story, right?
And Ellie, yeah.
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 That's awesome.
So go pick that up or go check that out. Uncharted. The Outbreak Day sale. But yeah, there we have that. Chris, you got anything else?
The last thing that I have that I'm going to mention, and this is mostly just for me, but Choice Provisions. Choice Provisions is a developer. They used to be called Gaijin Games, or I'm not sure how you say it. They had to change their name, but they're the ones who make the Runner games. Runner 1, Runner 2. They've announced that they're coming out with Runner 3 in 2017.
Nice.
I am extremely excited because I love the Runner games. I think they're so much fun.
Yeah.
And in fact, yesterday, I think it was, I tweeted at him and I said, my only request for Runner 3, if you put it on PlayStation platforms, please include a platinum trophy because they don't have one for Runner 2, which is on PlayStation 3, Vita, and PlayStation 4.
Right.
And I'm sure that they didn't change their plans just because of my one little lowly tweet, but they tweeted me back and said, you got it. I was like,
No,
no,
really?
Snap. Nice.
They totally changed their plans.
So
It's going to be called the
super
McCracken
excited.
Trophy.
Oh, I hope it is, man. If you guys want to reach out to me, you can use my name. I'll license it away to you for free. Whenever you want, throw a little Married to the Games reference in there. We're good.
Right.
I know, that's right. I was thinking about if you, just because we love this so much, I was like, what if I got that thing at BioWare and they were like, all right, so what's your address? And you're like, oh, I was going to do this for free. Y'all going to give me some money? That'll work.
I know, right? I would just do it for free.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I'm so glad they tweeted you back.
That's great.
Yeah,
man.
That's the fun thing about Twitter.
I love it.
It is. You can connect with almost anybody, and when they reach back, it's just like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
Yeah, somebody the other day said, what kind of countertops you going to do? I said, quartz, and we're getting them from Lowe's. Lowe's said, good choice.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, snap. And then we had The Rock. Ed, you've had some cool people.
Man,
Yeah,
The Rock,
and
baby, that was
I
awesome.
tweeted at Jackbox this week asking if their new party pack would be out for Extra Life, and they, within a minute, replied back and were like, we hope so. I was like, great.
Nice.
And then you got Steve Martin
Yeah.
tweeted you back.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cease and
amazing.
I love
desist.
it. Yeah, I had Funches
Oh, yeah, Ron.
tweet me back. Ron Funches, the comedian who's on Undateable. Is that still around? That's not still a show, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
Ron, if
wait,
you're
I
listening.
got one more thing. Sorry. I thought that was my last
hit
thing.
it up.
The PlayStation Experience has been announced, like officially, and it's going to be December 3rd and 4th in Anaheim, California. I've already seen Chalfie tweeting I think he was tweeting, or maybe it was on Facebook, saying, "Oh, I gotta get my tickets for this," and I so wish I was going to be there hanging out with him and whoever else from our community goes. Yeah, I should, but I gotta
but I'm not gonna
pay to go there and use the vacation time. And I did. I messaged Stacy, which when she's on the road, she just kind of randomly messaged back whenever she's got a free minute. But I sent her a message that, hey, there's this PlayStation thing in Anaheim, California, December 3rd and 4th. We should totally go. I'm still waiting for her response.
Yeah. There it is.
I'm expecting it to be a, yeah, we should, ha, 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 winky face or something that says like, yeah, that's not
so funny.
Yeah. She's like, you're cute. You're like, okay,
exactly,
I guess that's
right?
I miss you.
Yeah. Eduardo.
Yes.
What's going on over at the YouTube channel, brother?
Oh, over at the YouTubes, let's see. New this week, well, as we mentioned before, we've got Tim Router's Jordan Tate audition for Explorers Wanted.
Thank you, sir.
That's right.
The Simpsons.
Freelance bid maker.
I know, right? The Simpsons Lego Dimensions, Mysterious Voyage of Homer, parts 1 and 2. Virginia,
Nice.
parts 1 through 6. That's all up there. And then Recore, parts 12 through 17. You're going to have to see the rest on your own, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm not going back again.
Awesome.
I totally watched that rage quit. It was so funny.
Our top 10 videos this week with a combined average of time and watch time and views for September 19th through the 25th. Number 10, Recore Part 1, Iron Fang.
Nice.
Number 9, Lego Dimensions Ghostbusters Part 1. Number 8,
there you go.
Ori and the Blind Forest Part 14, Thornfeld Swamp.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, they were late on that one.
Love it.
I was on top of it, Ed. I'm right there with you, Doc.
Number 7, Virginia Part 6, Saturday.
You know Saturday.
Saturday.
Good old Saturday.
Number 6, Virginia Part 1, Monday. There you go.
That's the one I watched. I think I watched Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is that does the story? Because I remember seeing your tweet, and then I went back and watched some of it. Like, is it good? Does it make sense?
Monday through Thursday makes sense.
Oh man,
Starts getting weird on Friday.
I got you.
Number 5, Explorers Wanted BioWare Contest, Chris McCracken.
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah,
Chris.
There it is.
There you go. Number 4, Gabe and Chris react to Resident Evil 7.
Oh, snap. That's still on there.
Number 3, Hugh Part 11, Ending.
There you go.
Number 2, Recore Part 17, Floor 1, Rage Quit. Sorry.
Nice.
Rage quit.
Rage quit.
I love what it's like. Floor 1, Rage Quit. World 1, Rage Quit.
I know. I was like, floor 1? How many? I was like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how many floors there are.
Ori and the Blind Forest start screen. Rage quit.
Splash screen.
And number 1, Explorers Wanted BioWare Contest, Gabe Patillo.
Yes, sir.
Staying on top.
Get in
that
there.
old tough mercenary.
Well
Get in there,
done.
tough mercenary.
Yeah.
Better get
Got
in
some
there.
great gear that we got from the crash. Here's your share.
There's your share.
I pretty much have both scripts memorized because I've watched them so many times. You have nobody has any clue how much I've been watching these auditions.
Oh, we have a clue.
No, we have,
Yeah, we do.
we have a clue, and it's frightening.
Maybe just a clue, yeah. Jeez Louise. Nice, Edward.
Good job, everybody.
Well, this week, last week we asked you guys a question. This week is no different. Nostalgia kick. What game do you look back on with great fondness that you know is probably not very good? Starting at the forum. I love this name for a forum person. Spam, 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 humbug.
Love it.
Says Winnie the Pooh in the 100-Acre Wood. It was the first video game I ever played at the tender age of 4. Thanks, Grandpa. Sitting down with it 30 years later, I realized just how poorly constructed it was, how subpar the art is, and I wonder how I ever had the attention span to play through it. I tried subjecting my own kids to it, and they weren't having any of it.
That's funny.
But I'm still irrationally fond of the game, probably because it was my first. Every
That's
gamer
cool.
starts somewhere.
Right on.
Like that. Josh Stapleton, half of the street team. Tall and good looking. I've been playing a lot of retro games lately, and some still are a blast, while others not so much fun anymore. As a generalization, I find first-party Nintendo games to hold up the best. because they generally have solid gameplay mechanics and a cartoony art style that ages well. That said, old PlayStation 1 games look terrible. The blocky polygons of yesteryear don't look good at all. I loved playing the Die Hard trilogy on PSX back in the day, but I can't imagine that it would be any good now. And Chris, I echo Jeff's statements about GoldenEye. I too have been replaying it and enjoy it, but yeah, those controls are hard to get used to.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's right. Tigsta, I'm an old school games player. I've fired up my Raspberry Pi to play some old Amiga games. TV sports basketball. Oh my. I just wanted to play basketball. It's a late 80s, early 90s game, so it's very dated. The controls are bad. Trying to play with a gamepad does not help at all. It was designed to be played with an old joystick with one button. Not a fun trip down memory lane.
Wow.
Over on Facebook, what game? Let's see. D-High. Jordan vs. Bird on NES. I know that's right. Mark Boucher, Back to the Future on the NES. One of the first games I ever saw and played on the NES when I was 5. The word sucks doesn't even begin to accurately describe that game, and most of it has nothing to do with the movie. But hey, it had some of the characters and a smidgen of the DeLorean in it.
That game was horrible.
And then Ed replied back and said, dude, we made it to the final board once, and died immediately. But man, did we get good at dodging root beers. That's funny. Over on Twitter. Oh, I didn't select anybody. I'll just start reading. Let's see. Logan Sharp at Logan R. Sharp. War of the Monsters on PS2. The game has not aged well, but I still love it. Jamin Bassett. .hack. I know in my mind that they are 6 out of 10 games, but they are 10 out of 10 in my heart.
Wow.
Aww.
I know, right?
So sweet.
Lucas Ham Swisher at Mr. Ham 111. Pretty much every Atari Jaguar game. Loved them all on that awful console with its sweet, oversized controller. And then, so thank you guys for answering that question. And then I stumbled upon a question that a lot of people answered, and I wasn't expecting them to answer in the way that they did. But I asked you guys just randomly during the week. Y'all remember PS4 Share Play? Does anybody use this? I remember when it first dropped, everybody was like, "Oh, the Share Play, you can play on your friends. Let's do it." And so I did it. I think with Chowfie with Lords of the Fallen or something like that. I don't remember. But over on Facebook, Herman Scott said, "I still do. Whenever I want to show someone a game." I was like, yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's really good for that.
Gerald F. Schneider II said, "I still do when I need help with a trophy or wanting to look at a game I'm interested in." And then over on Twitter, we had a lot of people answer, and I was really surprised.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, but a lot of people said that they used it. I love the Reformed Gamers at TRG podcast that, oh yeah, that's a thing. And that's totally how I feel.
Yeah. We used it for Evolve. Remember that one time? You let me play Evolve and we share played that.
Yeah, how did that go?
Not too good. No, it was fine.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, the game was fine, but I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get this game. But it was good to like play it and like experience it. So I can see why it'd be great to show somebody a game. I think it's still viable.
Maybe because in my day-to-day life, I don't have many friends that actually play PlayStation. And so I wouldn't even think to say, "Hey, will you start yours up so I can play something real quick?"
Yeah.
Like, while you sit there and watch me.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about, I had responded back on Twitter as well and said that I haven't used it since when Overwatch came out. I let Kobe play it a little bit on,
right.
But he's up in like New York, and my upload speed, as you guys well know, is not super great. So I handed the controls. He was watching me for a while, and then I handed the controls off to him and let him play. And he could do it to kind of get a sense of it, but there's definitely a little bit too much lag for him
for an FPS. Yeah.
But I think I'm going to reach out to my brother because he has a PS4 right now, and I think he bought PS Plus because I told him it was a good deal and he should do it just for the free games, if nothing else.
Right.
So I was thinking about maybe trying to hook up with him at some point. Thing is that he doesn't. have a headset anymore, and I don't know if he's even knows where his little earbud dongle thing is.
Right.
But I thought about trying to connect with him and say, hey, let's try this out. One thing, just to show you some games, and two, since he's like in much closer proximity, to see if that makes any bit of difference.
Maybe.
I still don't have a great upload speed, but if nothing else, he could just look in and I could show him the different games I'm playing. Because I tried to explain them to him, and he's just like, I kind of see what you're saying, but I'm not really sure, because he hasn't played anything in a really long time. So
I got you. That's a good thought, though. Well, you guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Come check out the website, marriedtothegames.com. We got a forum over there. It's on and popping. And YouTube.com/Married to the Games. Ed's is not on our YouTube, but me, Chris, and Tim's Explorers Wandered is up there. So come check them out. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you think it sucks. That's totally fair.
The crazy thing is Ed's going to be the one who gets it. We're going to be like, nobody saw how great it was.
I know. And it was good, too. I heard it. It was good.
Oh, man. So, Chris.
You went to me last week. I wasn't expecting it. Dang it. You can't.
Chubby Ninja strikes again.
Hit me 2 times in a row. That's Chubby Ninja.
Oh, man. Got to watch out for that Chubby Ninja, Doc.
Rate us on iTunes so that next time he does his audition, Ed will record a video.
That's right.
Good Lord, Saved by the Bell.
Let's get into some questions.
I cannot rest easy. I'm always going to stay on my toes. I got to stay on my
your
toes.
toes, boy. That's how it goes.
How it goes, yeah.
All right, let's start with email, and let's start with our boy Lucas Ham. Guten Tag to you all on this fine September morning. I hope you are bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to go. Today we have 2 fine holidays to celebrate, so let's jump right in. First, happy National Ask a Stupid Question Day. With that, here's your question. Let's see if you can answer it. What's the difference between an orange? Don't linger too long. This is a stupid question, after all. Okay.
That's funny.
What's the difference between an orange?
I think that's his point. There's not probably an answer.
An orange. Yeah, there you go. Additionally, happy National Good Neighbor Day. Who are the coolest or craziest neighbors or roommates, wives don't count, that you have ever had? Maybe share a good story or two. I once had a neighbor who chased me off his property with a stick because I borrowed his ladder too much. We had made him cookies to thank him every year, but apparently not enough cookies.
That is hilarious.
That is awesome. Thank you, Lucas. That's great. All right.
I've never had any crazy neighbors. The only neighbor problem I've had is that when I lived in my condo, I had just got finished what I'm doing now. I just got finished laying new hardwoods in the house. And my neighbor let her toilet overflow for 16 hours.
Oh,
and she just let it? She's like, well, I'm just going to let this go.
She was like, I think it's overflowing like in the middle of the night, and like put some towels down and then went to work the next day.
Oh, wow.
And so me and Jenny are downstairs and I hear this noise and I'm like, what is that? I was like, gosh, that sounds like water in the walls. And so I start freaking out because, when you're a DIYer, you're kind of always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, I've kind of been messing with a lot of stuff. I'm just waiting to bust a pipe up in here.
Right.
And so I was like, oh no, we did something. And I looked down, and where I was stepping, there was like water coming out from underneath it.
Oh, man.
And wood and water don't mix well.
No.
And so it buckled all our hardwood downstairs in our kitchen.
Oh, man.
Because the water had run down the in-between walls and into the house.
That stinks.
And she didn't have any insurance or anything. So that sucks. So I had to use my own insurance, but they came and hooked it up. And speaking of, like a good neighbor, State Farm was there.
Wow.
And so they came and hooked it up. Like,
nice.
Serve Pro, like no questions asked. I mean, they asked questions, but it wasn't like, are you sure this is what happened?
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything like that.
That doesn't look like water.
Right.
That's not wet like water.
That's right.
So they came and hooked it up, brought all the fans in. I think we had like 8 fans going in the house at one time.
Yeah.
This was pre-kids hallelujah.
Nice.
So that's my only crazy neighbor story.
Wow.
Chris?
I don't really have any. I mean,
You have any roommate stories?
no, because my only roommates were my brothers, and they weren't really all that crazy.
There you go.
So
I feel
sorry, I don't have anything.
Edward?
Not really. I kind of have the
You lived in East Nashville before it was cool.
exactly. Everyone was cool there. We kind of have the opposite of your story, Gabe. Though here, there was a lady who moved in below us, and maybe her second day there, she came up to our place angry and mad, and apparently our dishwasher was leaking down into their
no
kitchen
way.
And she had this contractor with, and she demanded she come in so they could inspect our stuff and blah blah blah. Turned out it was her dishwasher.
No way.
Yeah.
Get out.
Wait, why did she think it was? How was it getting through into the ceiling?
Apparently it wasn't leaking from the ceiling. There was just water all over her floor, and she was just determined it must have been something that we did.
She just figured it was from the
She
ceiling.
didn't look up and see a water stain on the
I
ceiling
know.
Or
drywall
no
or
water
anything.
stain?
Come
Exactly.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
So I
People are funny.
never heard from her, and I talked to our landlord. I was like, "Whatever happened with that?" And yeah, it was her dishwasher.
that's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
People are crazy. And if you need proof that people are crazy, the presidential debate was on this last
Oh,
week.
please. No. We're not going there.
Tim, did you have any crazy neighbors or roommates?
I've got, so in our neighborhood right now, my neighbors are actually fairly older. So the one neighbor to the left of me, I never see. The other neighbors, they're a married couple, and he used to work for IBM for 40 years. And
Oh, wow.
last summer he passed away. So
that's right. I remember that.
I go and check on her every once in a while just to make sure she's doing okay. So I'm trying to be a good neighbor. And
Yeah, there you
go. But I like, because of our schedules and stuff, I've barely seen her for the past couple of weeks. But I'll just go over there. Like on Easter, I drove up to her driveway because I saw her, and I'm like, "Hey, why don't you come have Easter with us?" And she's like, "No, I'm just going to go in and take a nap." And I said, "Okay." But
man.
there's such a sweet couple. And yeah, it was bad. He was a really cool guy. He was always out there on his lawn mowing his lawn. Like his grass was immaculate.
That generation,
So,
boy.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
My generation don't give a crap about their lawn.
Yeah, and they loved.
Yeah, when
like,
you see somebody who's got a great lawn, that's like, I'll be like, yeah, that's good on you.
that's where it's
I
at.
know exactly.
And they were huge Disney. They would go every winter time from like January through March. They would go down and work at Disney. He used to work at the sports complex.
You can do that?
Yes, you can.
That's
do
crazy.
That. And at the age of
I have plans for the rest of my life.
Exactly, man. You could go down there and work, and you get that kind of gets you your free passes and that kind of stuff. And they went on all the Disney cruises, and they were big Disney people too. So yeah, they're sweet people. So I like my neighbors. They're good.
There you go.
Yeah,
nice. Thanks, Lucas.
Thank you for the question, Lucas. That was great. Moving on, Robbie. I've been listening since episode 6. I personally stopped playing.
Wow.
It's amazing. I personally stopped playing
my gosh.
video games about 6 years ago because of my compulsive personality and my 6 kids needing my attention.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
So, dude, just take a nap, man, right now.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I mostly
We'll
played,
take a nap for you.
I mostly played FPSs and racing games. I now have 8 youngins and a Wii U that they play.
Oh, my gosh.
I love you, Robbie. Well done.
That is a lot of kids.
That's a
Gabe,
lot
you
of
got some
kids.
catching up to do.
Yeah, you
No
do.
saw.
I don't receive that.
I'm not entering that race. Yeah, he's a Usain Bolt.
That's right.
Freaking kid making.
That's right. I really appreciate being able to experience the joy and excitement vicariously through the show and the YouTube
Aw.
channel. Thank you for keeping the show clean and letting all of us be a part. I live
dang.
in
That's awesome.
Dixon, Tennessee, and have wanted to come to the 100th and 200th, but kids, wives, and 9-to-5s goes to the next level when there are 10 of us
kids,
total.
kids, wives, and
Right,
95.
exactly. Thanks again, and keep on keeping on.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
had to share that because, Robbie, that's really awesome, man. I appreciate you and your family. And, man, Dixon, it's not far away, baby. Come on, let's get together. Let's hang out.
Oh, my gosh. 6 kids.
All 10 of you. We'll go to Chuck E. Cheese. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So wait. So he's got 8 kids now.
Yeah,
he
he's
said.
got 8 now.
Yeah, 8. Yeah,
Oh, my
8 now.
gosh.
That's awesome.
That is incredible.
That's a family right there.
Thanks for listening for so long, too.
I know,
man.
that's so cool.
That's amazing.
Episode 6, Robbie. That's insane. It's insane.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Moving on, D High. Since you have begun playing video games, what is the longest streak you've gone without playing?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I think mine was probably 3 or 4 weeks, because I had a bunch of stuff to do and just never got back to it.
I mean, since I started, I've definitely gone through some crazy dips of like probably a couple months, but like in the last, since we've been doing the podcast, I haven't been anywhere close to that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some years in there where stuff got, just like in between like PS1 and PS2, like where you just didn't play much anymore. But I don't know, man. I've always stayed pretty consistent with playing because I love it.
That's right. Anybody else?
Ed?
Yeah, I think I guess there were a couple years I didn't have a console or anything, but you don't know Jack I had on the PC, then that would
you did
kind of tide me over. So maybe
I used to come over and play that all the time.
I know, right? So maybe maybe a year.
There you go. Chris?
That was about 3.5 years.
That you didn't play anything?
Yeah, I didn't play anything. I mean, I still had my PS2, but I wasn't turning it on, and I couldn't afford the PS3 when it dropped. And then I just kind of dropped away from gaming for a couple of years and came back around 2009, 2010, something like that.
There you go.
It's awesome.
What got you back in?
Call of Duty.
Nice.
Yeah, bro.
Modern Warfare
Call of Duty,
2.
bro.
Call of Duty, bro.
It's great.
Got me in.
I like it.
Got to get in there, bro. Okay, moving on to Facebook. Gerald F. Schneider II. I am on vacation with the wife. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy
nice.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
There you go. If money was no object,
Little Simpsons for you.
Right?
where would your ideal vacation be?
Ooh, money's no issue.
If money was no object, man, I don't know.
So I would pay a tutor to teach me Japanese.
Ooh.
And then go to Japan and freaking live it up knowing the language.
There you go.
Wow.
I don't want to go as an an English speaker in Japan. I want to go as somebody who speaks Japanese to Japan.
Yeah.
Nice. Konnichiwa,
Timmy?
man. You know what I would do?
Right.
I would get one of those around the world tickets where you start at one way and you just keep going that same way and stop at different countries.
Nice.
First class.
I've never even heard of that. Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing. You can buy it like on an around the world ticket.
Wow.
What?
Something like that.
Is it called the Magellan ticket?
It probably is. Probably would be. But I know a buddy of mine back in the day, like, got a plane ticket that started like on the East Coast, and then like he ended up on the West Coast, but went all around the world. He went to like Morocco. He went to all these different places, and I think you can pick your destinations as you go, as long as you're going the same direction.
How much is that?
I have no idea, but if money was no object, I'd be.
It's just a series of one-way tickets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
It's pretty much what it is. But so if it doesn't exist anymore or whatever, then I would get a bunch of one-way tickets, pick out some countries, go first class all the way, and go around the world, because I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. Ed?
If I had to choose just one spot, it'd probably be Australia.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been?
No.
Oh, man, it's beautiful.
I know.
Bragger.
Gosh, that place is awesome.
Love
Even
to see
though, here's the thing, if we have any Australian listeners, I'm sorry I'm about to say this, but like, I don't know that, at least for the parts I went to, New Zealand was prettier.
I'd love to see them both.
New Zealand is incredible.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sheep.
A lot of
hobbits.
A lot of hobbits.
Yeah, we went to where that was shot.
I'd
We went
love
to
to go to New
Hobbiton.
Zealand.
We went to the Shire.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I would love to go there. Yeah.
That's
Chris.
awesome.
I would like to do New Zealand, but in the real life, something I actually may be able to do at some point would probably be Ireland. I'd really like to go there. But if we're
Nice.
talking someplace, money's no object or whatever, I would just hook up with somebody that's got the connections. I just want to go somewhere where normal people can't go, like Area 51, some underground bunker
nice.
that nobody knows about, that is
Yeah,
this top
Chris.
secret. I want to go see stuff that people are like, oh my God.
That's
And
not
I could
real,
never tell
yeah.
anybody, or else I would,
Good
I
call.
would blow up or something.
That's
I want to
good,
see
man.
something ridiculous.
I love that
That's
answer.
a great answer.
So I don't really know what it is, but I want to see it
Nice.
or go there or experience it.
He's like, I want to see it, and I want to not know what I'm looking at while I'm seeing it.
Right.
Yeah, like I don't want to even be able to tell you because I can't describe it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Nice.
That's a great
awesome.
answer.
Very, very cool. All right, moving on. Jason Lorette, is there a type of food that you enjoy as an adult that you repeatedly boycotted as a child? Mine would have to be asparagus and peanut butter. Not together, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, somebody sounds pregnant.
Yeah, right.
I didn't like potatoes growing up.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, at all.
How dare you?
Well, I love them now. But I did not like potatoes, but I will eat some mashed potatoes nowadays.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, I'm in the South. Like, I think they'd kick me out.
Yeah. Like not even French fries or anything when you were a kid?
Oh, I mean, French fries don't count as potatoes.
That's true.
That's
I mean, they
what
count.
they're made of.
They count because they're made out of potatoes. But it's like,
I don't know if
You mean
technically
like you weren't eating like a baked potato or mashed potato. You mean like
Yes.
that. Okay, I got you.
Yes.
I thought you meant anything potato related.
I'm the chubby ninja. If I didn't eat French fries, I'd get that card revoked.
There you go.
They're like, nah, give it up, man. Give it up. You don't eat French fries? You crazy?
There wasn't really anything for me that growing up that I think I didn't like beets and I still don't like them. Other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Nice.
Beets, I always forget that's an actual food.
I love
know.
beets.
So do
I don't think it is.
I love beets.
It is. I'll ask my grandmother.
Chris?
I was very picky as a kid, and I'm still picky now. I'm definitely better. So, I mean, I feel like when I was a kid, I would not eat asparagus. I'll eat asparagus now.
Oh, okay.
So there's
because you're an
definitely
adult and you know you should, or because you like it?
No, yeah, I actually like it now. There's definitely things that I eat now that I feel that I can't remember not having as a kid, but it's like, I'm pretty sure as a kid I wouldn't have liked this. But overall, my tastes have not changed much. I'm pretty like, I hated mushrooms when I was a kid. I still hate mushrooms now.
Yes, amen to mushrooms. I don't like those.
Love me some mushrooms.
Yeah.
I didn't eat guacamole then. I'm not eating guacamole now.
Ooh, you might want to give guacamole a shot.
No, I am not going to
Give
give
guacamole a chance, man. Guacamole
Y'all
is
can have that.
wonderful.
That junk is delicious.
Oh,
I don't like anything green usually.
So good. Oh, and you live in Texas, boy. Come on.
I've only recently even started liking avocado, though.
Ooh.
That'd be
See,
another
that's the
one.
thing is I don't like avocado. It's not really guacamole I don't like. It's I don't like avocado.
Jenny's gotten me liking avocados.
I wish I did because aren't they pretty healthy for you?
They're very
Yeah.
healthy.
Well, it's like the healthy fat.
Yeah, I would
Very
like
healthy.
to. I want to like them, but I don't.
Yeah. Timmy, what about you, Doc?
I love me some Brussels sprouts now. Hated them when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
But
gosh.
Brussels sprouts, I mean, they're bitter, but if you can saute them right, they're really good. I
I
like
like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't even know what a Brussels sprout looks like. Like if you were to
It's like
give me a lineup.
a mini cabbage almost. Kind of. It's like it's a ball.
What's that one where you peel and like you scrape it on your teeth?
Toothpaste.
That's
Oh, what is that? What is that stupid plant called?
It's like little leaves that you take off.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't
What
think
is
of
that?
it. Oh my gosh.
artichokes,
What?
people. Artichokes.
Artichoke. There you go.
Artichokes.
You scrape artichokes on your teeth?
No, the
Spinach and
leaves,
artichoke
yeah,
dip.
the artichoke heart. No, you use an artichoke heart and you pop off the it's like a skin or a scale, you could say, and then you can you can use your teeth and scrape out the flesh.
Yeah.
Freaking gross.
It's freaking awesome. All
Oh,
Still hate them.
right, there it is. Somebody needs their vegetables, otherwise
Good question though.
Otherwise, the doctor's going to call you, boy.
Oh, I know you're gonna call me up. That's why I don't go.
Chris, how much time we got?
We can go. We can keep going.
Brett T. Bodden, what's the most ADD or OCD thing you do in gaming? I decided to buy BioShock on PS4 instead of Xbox One because the cover art matched the blue of the PS4 case better than the green of the Xbox One case.
That's hilarious.
And 2 weeks ago, I started 4 new games in one night. To my defense, I have been diagnosed with ADD, LOL.
He said, in my defense, I do heroin.
That's the really bad kind of heroin too. The doo-doo heroin.
Yeah,
That's not
good.
stuff's not quite right. The regular stuff's not right, but that stuff's really not right.
That sounds really not right. All right, the ADD. What's the most ADD or OCD thing you do in gaming? When I go into a room, I sweep it. I go from like left and then go all the way around and just try and scrounge up whatever I can, and I try and do that everywhere.
Ed starts to the left too. Why do you guys start to the left?
I don't know.
because when you read, you go left to right.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like your gaming room. You take a sweep in there or a broom in there and start sweeping it. Oh my gosh. I was like,
before I pick up the controller, I dust everything around the area and then
that's really weird. Yeah.
then sit down and begin.
It's pretty OCD.
That would be OCD.
Oh, Ed.
I don't know if I really have anything. Maybe on the Lego games, I like to try to collect as much as I kind of like 100% it, but that's not really.
Is that ADD or OCD? Which one did he ask?
That would be OCD, probably.
He said either
yeah,
or.
ADD is just losing interest quickly and wanting to switch to another thing or a different thing.
Yeah, because he was saying that on his OCD side, he got the BioShock 4 on PS4 because of the coloring. On the ADD side, he started 4 games in one night, so he just bounced from one to the next.
Yeah, I don't know.
I definitely have dove in, there's definitely been a time where I've started a bunch of games that I knew I wasn't going to play.
Yeah,
and I hate doing that.
Yeah,
Number one, I don't even like playing 2 games at once.
Yep, me neither.
But I remember starting Red Dead Redemption, and I was like, "What? I'm not going to play this. What am I doing?"
Yeah,
just because it's such a huge game, and I knew I wouldn't get around to it. I can't think of something that I do ADD. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. And it's just kind of weird. I mean, it's not even really that ADD, but like when I have my headphones plugged into the bottom of the DualShock 4, I mess with that cord the whole time.
Do you really?
Really?
Yes, because like I need it to just sit a certain way. Like I don't want to be able to feel it. And so like if I readjust and I can like feel the cord against me, like I have to readjust again. And I don't know. It just like weirds me out for some strange reason. I know that's weird. Sorry.
It's all good. Ed, Chris?
Ed said he didn't have anything. Chris, you got something?
Oh, so I don't really have too much ADD wise, other than I guess like a game's got maybe half an hour. If it doesn't grab me by that time, I'm done. I'm out. You know,
that's ADD for sure.
Yeah, not all. It doesn't always happen, but there's certain times I'm like, all right, game. You got 15 more minutes to me.
You better come on with the come on.
Something better happen pretty soon.
And the same with OCD. I don't really have much. A few things like in Destiny, for instance, like there'll be certain tasks where it's like, I just want to fill up this bar, even though it doesn't matter and I don't need this. I just want to do it. So every now and then a game will grab me that way. But the one other thing is specific to the PlayStation side, and you guys, y'all know me, so this ain't gonna be any surprise, but I'm constantly hitting that button and checking what's my battery life on my controller.
Nice.
And then
so
I'll go, and whenever if it's too low, the thing is if it can get to the last bar or the last, because it has 3 little bars inside.
So you let it get down to 33%?
Yeah,
wow.
I will let it get to there, but only because I know within like stand up and reach over distance, I can just unplug, plug that one in, and get a new controller. I have 3. I just rotate them out. It's like a constant cycle.
That's awesome.
So I always have a fresh controller.
Yeah, I keep mine on the chargers. Like I don't use the cord. I use a Nikon thing that like plugs in it sits on the top and it like has a little thing that you plug in on the the little USB ports. So you can just sit it on it and it charges. And I'm definitely like, I need my situation to be at 100%. It stresses me out. When I start a game up and it starts blinking, I'm like, oh, why?
Yeah.
I just sat down.
That's awesome.
Nice. Good question.
Here we go. Sherry Crow. Bonjour and cheerio, chaps. I had a great time representing MTTG in London and Paris. I even think I spotted Eduardo in London and Gabe in Paris along with Toby Mac.
That was fun.
My question is, where were Chris and Tim? Didn't you get the we're heading to Europe with hashtag Mama Bread fan memo? I love it.
Dude, she
repped it, man.
I was like, not believe that she just threw the shirt on real quick to take the picture, but she repped like better than anybody has ever repped before.
I was like, did she bring another shirt?
No, she only has the one, so she wore it on the flight out there. She wore it a time or two there, and I think she wore it on the flight home as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Mama Bread fan, that's awesome.
I can't wait to see your family again. Like, it's one of those things where I feel like I met them last time, and then like because of social media, I've gotten to know them so much better.
Yeah.
And so now I want to see them real bad again. Because I feel like the first time, like I didn't even talk to your sister the last time, but we sat next to each other at lunch, but she didn't even say anything to me.
Yeah, she was being shy.
Now I feel like I could be like, oh, Jenna. And I'm like, oh, Mr. Crow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Just feel like I'd talk to him now.
Yeah, well, believe me, they've already been telling me, hey, you know, Toby Mac's coming. I'm like, yes, I know.
Yeah, I'm hugging him up good next time I see him.
They're all about it. Thank you, Mamba Bread Fan. That's awesome. And thanks for repping us in Europe. That's great.
Yeah, that's
cool.
incredible. I don't think I even repped us in Europe.
No,
so that's
you didn't.
Incredible.
You failed us. You have failed
I did
us.
go to a game store.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I did put my life on the line for
You
the podcast.
did put your life on the line for the
enjoyment.
podcast. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Twitter at Krypton TKMC. Spencer Stapleton.
Oh, yeah.
Heading to Disneyland.
Other half.
Heading to Disneyland this weekend for a week-long vacation with the family. What is your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh.
Aladdin.
I was going to say Aladdin.
I think it's Aladdin for me as well.
More modern. I loved Big Hero 6. Loved that
I haven't
movie.
seen that yet.
Oh, yeah, that was
So
good.
good.
That was good.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
it was all right.
It was all right.
B minus.
B minus.
That's still good.
No, man. You get. No.
I mean, what are we comparing it to, though?
Actually,
B minus is pretty good.
Let me ask you
No,
this.
man.
it's a
Let me ask you
toss.
this. If A is where you're trying to get, you got to save that for like The Lion King and Aladdin. It was not The Lion King or Aladdin.
No, so it's
no,
a B.
It's not a.
Minus.
It's no, it's just a B. I'll also say Ratatouille because I love that movie.
Ugh.
Oh, that was good.
I didn't like Ratatouille.
Oh
I
my
did
God.
not like
I got
Ratatouille
it.
at all. And then I found out that one of the characters' names in there is Remy.
I know,
It is
right?
Remy.
I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's
clearly my
funny.
Disney movie choices are way different than yours.
I know, right?
Well, does Pixar movies count?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, probably Ratatouille wouldn't because they weren't technically Disney then, but they
Yeah.
are under the Disney
But-
umbrella now.
But I don't think he's just saying your favorite Disney movie. It's not necessarily your favorite animated one or your favorite Pixar one.
Yeah, of course.
Shoot.
Right.
You know what? I will say the Toy Story ones are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. was pretty incredible. but I gotta
Monsters
stick
Inc.
with
was
Aladdin.
awesome. All right, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Here's how we're going to break this down. If it's like more Pixar related, Toy Story for me. If it's classic, then you're right. I think Aladdin takes the cake for me too. I watched the
And if
mess
it's
out of that
newer,
one.
you would go Big Hero 6?
And if it's newer, I would go Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Over Toy Story?
Well, Toy Story.
See? Exactly.
But no, Toy Story 3 was when? How many years ago?
I mean, how modern are you trying to get? I don't know.
What? It doesn't matter. Let's move on. Next.
Chris, did you have one? You
Of
say
the
Aladdin
newer-
too?
Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin's my overall.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nice.
It was just the music was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
The
man.
music is great.
I mean, Homeboy.
Although I'll still
Robin Williams.
I'll still
Yeah, Robin
sing some chim chimney chim chim cheree once in a while.
Mary Poppins. okay.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Yeah, there you go. All right, final question. At Jared45, had a big hay truck drive by, and the smell of hay took me back to being
know
a
where this is
kid
going.
on the farm. What
never mind.
smells take you back?
I thought he was going to tease Router for his allergies.
Yeah, I thought so too. And I was like, oh, be careful. Be careful. No, it's all good.
It's funny. I don't have it's interesting because I brought this up early in the show, but I don't have a smell that I know takes me back.
Mhm.
But I remember I smelt something like 3 years ago. I have no idea what it was. And it took me right back to playing Sonic.
Oh,
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, and I was like,
Interesting.
I was like, oh, that smell reminds me of playing Sonic the Hedgehog when I was like in middle school.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's all I got. Ed?
I think it's a cleaning product. I can't put my finger on what it is, but there are sometimes I'll go into a building and it reminds me of like the first day of school.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is like, I don't know what it is, but every once in a while you just smell something, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in first grade.
I'll tell you
That
what
watered
it is.
down disinfectant spray.
No,
I guess that must be what it is.
Because this is what it is for me. It's the smell of like a new spiral notebook or pencils or back in the day
yeah.
a Trapper Keeper. Man, that
Oh,
takes me
yeah.
Trapper Keeper.
that takes
Yeah.
me back to school back in the day. No question. Every
Yeah.
time. Like when you go
So
in
was that
Office
a
Depot
trapper
now,
and a keeper, or are you keeping a trapper?
it was a Trapper Keeper. So you had both. You trapped and kept.
Okay.
Because it had
Kept the trapper.
it had the side pockets
Right.
and it had the spiral, and so you could keep everything, and then it had little
And the Velcro clasp.
and the Velcro clasp. And how about those
Trapped it.
designs, baby? Those designs were the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You as seen on Trapper Keepers or the underneath of skateboards.
Exactly. Either
Those
one.
designs.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Good questions all around.
That's
Who
a
else?
really good question. That's a good answer.
Is that it? Everybody
I
answer?
think Ed and Chris both said school. And you said school too?
Yeah, I said school.
Man,
Smell of notebooks.
I
and-
hated school. I'm not trying to ever smell school ever again.
No, you're smelling
It's not
Sonic.
about what you want to remember. It's just about
It's what takes you
remember
back.
when you have the smell. Yeah.
Yeah. I think my grandmother's perfume would take me back if I smelt that. Like I feel like I could pick that out of a lineup of 20 things.
Yeah.
You know?
Amazing.
Good questions, guys.
Good questions. Thank you, everybody.
Quickly, the question for you guys is, what game are you looking forward to this fall and winter?
Oh,
and I'm going to just run down a couple. I know. So we have Yokai Watch 2 coming out this month. Next month.
That's it. That's it for me.
I know.
Good night, everybody.
Yes, 3DS, Nintendo. Mafia 3, Paper Mario, Color Splash, Rise of the Tomb Raider for PlayStation, Battlefield 1, Civilization 6, Titanfall 2, Call of Duty, Dishonored 2, Watch Dogs 2, Pokemon Moon and Sun, Final Fantasy 15, Super Mario Maker on 3DS, Dead Rising 4, and The Last Guardian. Those are just some just to spark your memory. Those are obviously not all of them.
And that's for the rest of this year. That's not even pushing into 2017, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm talking about, this fall and winter 2016.
Did you say
Tim,
Gears?
You got one?
You say Gears 4 too?
I didn't say it.
Mine
Isn't it around the corner?
Mine's tied.
When's that coming out?
The 11th.
I think it's October, isn't it?
Yeah, 11th or 10th of October or something like that.
Yeah, Gears of War, October 11th, yep.
Mine are two because I've pre-ordered them. Watch Dogs 2, Dishonored 2.
Yep.
There you go. Chris? I know, bud. I know.
I'm really, really looking forward to Battlefield 1. And they just dropped a trailer the other day about the story, like the campaign stuff to kind of tease it. It looks pretty good. So I've got that. I'm still on the fence with Call of Duty. I really want that Modern Warfare remaster.
I know.
And I'm at least mildly interested in Infinite Warfare.
Okay.
But I haven't made the purchase yet. Dishonored 2, obviously I have that pre-ordered. And then I know you didn't mention this, but for me, hey, October 13th, PlayStation VR. So
baby.
That's going to be on my face. It's going to be strapped to my face. So I don't know if I can decide on just one, but I'm looking forward to a lot.
Edward?
Mafia, Dishonored, and Watch Dogs.
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
I think that's what I was going to say was Mafia 3. Like, it's funny because it came out of nowhere. I just saw a commercial for it the other day, and I was like, I had no idea that's the twist they were taking. I want to play that really badly.
And I haven't played any of the others before it.
I haven't either. I've heard really good, interesting things about it, too.
Yeah, I've not played a Mafia game.
I played a little bit of Mafia 1.
So it's a New Orleans setting, right, in the 1970s? Is that what
Something
Mafia 3 is?
I don't remember.
That's going to be
so
awesome.
based on kind of the little bit I've seen, is it very similar to like just a GTA in a way? Like the way that it kind of plays out?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think somebody would say that because it looked open world and the protagonist is black and it's like gangs and stuff. But I don't know if anybody that knew about it would compare the two. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I just meant like, is there like the story mission and then all these open world side missions you can just do at any point? Like, is it kind of like that where you can do almost anything? Kind of.
I would think so.
I
think there's got to be a distinction between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let us know. Use hashtag answer MTTG. Let us know what games you're looking for in the fall, or if you're looking forward to PlayStation VR or the PlayStation Pro. That's also coming in the fall.
The way you said that. Or if you're looking forward to PlayStation VR.
Or the VR or the Pro. It's out there. Or the Ezio collection. Thank you guys so much for listening. Episode 211 in the books. We're only 100 episodes away from being a band.
Yeah.
311.
311.
And how far away from being a boy band, Korn? How far into
And thousands of episodes away from being maniacs.
There you go. I like it.
Nice.
And we're way past being non-blondes, that's for sure.
Yes.
Yep. 4 of them.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Ed Placencia. That is Chris McCracken. And we are married to the games, and we are out this thing. Peace!
I was trying to hold.
I know. I could hear you right there at the end holding that. Like, come on, Alan,
like,
you
come
got
on.
it.
You have this.
Hold on.
Oh God.
That's awesome.
Keep that in, man.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was holding it. I'm like, oh God.
I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you. You did it. You held out.
Good Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.